today for our daily Course in Miracles lesson together. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we are doing lesson number 340. I can be free of suffering today. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Thanks today, my Father. I was born into this world but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. Be glad today. Be glad. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Not one of us but will be saved today, not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to himself, awake in heaven, in the heart of love. And that is our lesson for today, lesson number 340. I can be free of suffering today. Let's see what Jesus has to say to us today. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. And many of you will say, no, I cannot be free of suffering today. I have a mortgage I can't pay. I have children running around the house screaming. I have a partner I don't love anymore. My body's out of shape. On and on and on. And we will say to you, if you change the way you're looking at those things and change the story about those things and say, yes, this is what is manifested right now, but it is manifested out of the past decisions, beliefs, and ideas that you have made. And in this moment, you can decide to let it be what it is. You can choose today, in this very instant, to begin to focus on the love that is present in all things. This being has penned a book called Love and a Map to the Unaltered Soul. And in that book, love is redefined for all of you because you are genuinely misled about what love is and what love looks like. The life that pulses through your body is love. It does not have to involve another person, place, thing, object, or experience. You are a demonstration of love because you are alive. You have been created. And just in that miracle alone, you should be grateful. Instead of lamenting your life, in this moment, you can begin to joyously appreciate your life and be grateful that your children are running around the house. It means they're healthy. It means that they are full of energy. Take them outside to the woods and say, come on, kids, let's go. I'm going to leave whatever I'm doing. Let's get you some fresh air. That is love. That is life. And that is a decision you can make this very moment. When you have a mortgage that is overwhelming you, payments that are overwhelming you, you can say, these are all decisions that I made in the past based on what I believed to be true back then. But today, I can say to myself, these things that I thought were so valuable and would make me happy are not making me happy. Is there a way I can look upon them with joy? Is there a way that I can look upon them in a way, reframing the story that I have about them, saying, you have chosen these things, you signed the papers for these things. Perhaps you now see that you were deluded. Perhaps now you see that you were seeking something in the purchase that you did not receive from the purchase. But that is not the purchaser's fault. That was based on an incorrect belief that you held and perhaps still hold in your mind. Today can be the day that you decide, I am going to get out of this situation. I am going to plan my escape carefully and calmly. I'm not going to rush into doing anything drastic, but I am going to see the truth that these things that I have spent a lot of money on have not made me happy. Perhaps there is a change of direction that I can make this very moment, this very day, by looking at what is causing me suffering by my thoughts about it and deciding, first of all, to change my thoughts about it, which means the suffering will end immediately. But also you can say, this thing no longer pleases me, and so I'm going to begin to make plans to change this thing, this appearance of this thing in my life. But it is all mind, dear ones. You can stop suffering today by accepting what is as a demonstration of the thought processes and beliefs that you had. And that is forgiveness. That means that you are forgiving the errors that got you into this pickle that you think you are in, but you are going to reap the rewards of the change of mind immediately. You will immediately stop suffering as soon as you stop judging what's going on in your life. And we often recommend 30 days of radical acceptance of your life so that you can actually look at your life without resistance, so that you can actually look at the situations you find yourselves in without hating them and therefore not getting the lessons. Because when you are hating them, you are resisting them, you are pushing them away. You are not saying, come to me, come close to me and show me what you need to show me. And that is something that all of you would benefit from. 30 days of radical acceptance of what your life is right now, looking at it and saying, I am looking at this. Is this what I want? It must have been what you want because there it is, manifested in front of you. And so you must own your part in the manifestation of the suffering that you are engaged in. But the mental side of it can be stopped immediately. We want you to understand that you are the captain of your ship. You are the creator of everything you are experiencing. In fact, you are only experiencing your consciousness. You think you are experiencing the world, but you are not. You are experiencing your talk about the world, your story about the world, your vision of the world, your perception of the world. You are only ever experiencing yourself. So if you don't like parts of your life that cause you suffering, go inside and shift the part of your consciousness that keeps choosing that thing. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.